Hi, welcome to the Daily Read for March 4th, 2019. So let's talk video games. I used to be a really big video game guy. Like when I was a kid growing up, Nintendo Entertainment System. Man, I love that. Zelda and Kung Fu and a game called Trojan and Mario and all that stuff. I loved it. I was really good at video games too for a while. And then later in my teenage years, I started hand-eye coordination became more of a thing, like you had to do. Like in certain games I could get away with it, but like especially fighting games, like you had to do complex things with your fingers and I stopped playing. Like just like a half circle, quarter, turn, plus A, B, and since first-person shooters have become such a big thing, I just can't follow what's going on in my head. Like I'm dead, and it's just so. I find this funny though. Okay, so the quick story. We had a trailer as a kid. We went to it in the summertime, and me and my friend Mark were playing video games on my Nintendo Entertainment System, and my mom came by and said, "It's a beautiful day. Go play outside." And we were like, yeah, whatever, because we're kids. And then she finally came in and said, no. You have 5 minutes, and then you got to be outside. Go play outside. So of course, what did we do? We hooked up the Nintendo outside. We moved the TV, because it was a small TV, and put the Nintendo, and we sat on a picnic table, and my mom came out and was just like, shook her head, and "You're so smart, aren't you?" And we're like, we're playing outside. But I find it funny. Okay, video games have evolved. So there's like this first-person shooter and all this stuff. But a lot of video games nowadays are on phones, right? Phones and tablets. Puzzle games, games where you shoot birds at pigs, things like that. Spelling games. There's a lot of spelling games out there right now. And I'm 44. I have this cool thing, which is a video game system, which you hook up, which has like 680 games, and it has like the joysticks and all that stuff. But I don't get to play it that often because you got to set it up, and then like I can only sit for so long playing a video game, and then I get tired. Plus, I suck at video games now compared to what I used to. But this is the thing I find funny. My mother, who's over 80, or about to be 81, plays more video games than I do now, because she plays the puzzle games and the word games, and I said this to her, and she kind of was like, well, no, these aren't video games. And I'm like, no, they're totally video games. They're like, there's a huge market, like $1 billion gazillion dollar market on video games where you play on your phone. And so the 44-year-old me plays a lot less video games than the 12-year-old me, but my mom plays more video games, I think, now than I played. Well, maybe not then, but definitely now. It's the amount of time I have, like, just time management and things I want to do and stuff. Like, I maybe play an hour and a half a week, if I'm lucky, of video games. That's if I'm lucky. But, it's just, I don't get to play them the way I used to. I'm too busy. I got other things to do. But my mom plays tons. So I just find it funny that now that she's older, she plays video games, where she used to look at me playing video games and thought it was stupid. It's all full circle, people. So, I don't know, what are your thoughts on video games? I still like playing video games. I would love to get certain things. Like, I want to get a Nintendo Switch, but it's too expensive, and we don't have the money. And so, GoFundMe. No, I'm kidding. Do not start a GoFundMe for getting me a Switch. Don't. I dare you not to. But don't. No. There's lots of better things you could spend your money on. It's just, there's lots of things I'd like. I'd like a Switch. I'd like a couple video game systems. I've never been a big other like PlayStation and Xbox guy, so like I don't care about those. Nintendo. I'm a Nintendo guy. Donkey Kong. I have a Donkey Kong tattoo on my calf, it's representative of video games in general, how much I love them as a child. I'll show it to you in my Instagram. But yeah, I just don't have the time or the money to play them like I used to. Maybe that'll change one day. I don't know. I'm sure once my daughters are out of high school and busy and don't have time for me anymore, maybe I'll be playing a lot more video games then. But right now, I'm busy. I got no time. Let me know how you're doing in that department. Thanks for watching. Stay bearded.